Hey guys, and welcome back to a unique spoiler slash lore slash speculation combo video. I know I'm jamming a lot in here, but believe me, it's worth the conversation at the very least. Now, as Commander 2016 spoilers are rolling out, we all knew we'd see some pretty awesome cards that hold a lot of lore potential. We've seen previously mentioned characters finally getting their chance at seeing print, as well as completely new ones who bring us back to planes we've visited in the past. These new reminders of our previous journeys are represented by unique 4-color commanders, and so far the results have been pretty impressive. For today's video, let's take a look at a character which I believe has a lot of importance behind it. Atraxa, Praetor's voice. 4/4 legendary creature Angel Horror for 1 of green, white, blue, and black. It has flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink, and at the beginning of your end step, proliferate. As a card, this thing is freaking bonkers, pure insanity, and it's amazing. Proliferate can be so strong in certain decks, even allowing you to bump up negative counters on your opponents. Its cost is low relative to the amount of abilities you get on it, along with a pretty hardy stat line. Of course, the trade-off is you need some pretty specific lands to actually play it. Like I said, I'm not much of a commander player, though I'm learning a lot from you guys. I see Atraxa being an amazing leader in a deck filled with counter applications. That's this actual card, but what's the lore behind it? Well, this character is completely brand new, so as of right now, there isn't much lore to be had. Although, out of all the new generals, Atraxa will definitely get some story in the coming weeks. What we do know is that it obviously comes from New Phyrexia, the home of the Praetors or leaders of the Phyrexians on that plane. Outside of that, I have really no clue what it's supposed to do, what role it plays within the Phyrexian ranks, or how it actually connects to the various Praetors. All I have are my theories. So this is where we step into speculation territory. Take everything I say from this point on with a grain of salt. I could be wildly off base. Use my thoughts as a platform to generate a conversation in the comments below, cause this is gonna be some good theory crafting. So let's work with this thing's title first. Praetor's voice could mean it's an agent of the Praetors on New Phyrexia, something constructed to do their bidding across the plane. That's the simplest explanation, but really the most boring. If that's all this is, then it really won't have much lore to it at all. Let's think bigger. What about this card's art? What does this figure look like? Well, to me, I tried to see various aspects of all the Praetors in Atraxa, but all I end up focusing on is its head and upper body. It looks a lot like the white-aligned Praetor Elish Norn. While I looked for other body parts which could have been attributed to the others, I just don't see any here, but correct me if I'm wrong. The reason I keep bringing that up is because originally, I thought this may have been a combined amalgamation of all the Praetors into this one being. I thought, hey, maybe the Praetors got their differences worked out and they ultimately decided to merge together for the benefit of the Phyrexian host. That would have been an amazing idea, but I just don't think it's true. The more I look at this, it just doesn't feel like an honest representation of all the Praetors, save for Elish Norn of course, so something else has to be going on here. Maybe they didn't join together willingly. Maybe Elish Norn's ambition to become Mother of Machines led her to devour her rivals in a sinister and twisted power grab, resulting in this, the Praetor's voice. That could be why it looks so much more like Elish Norn, but still have the other color affiliations, minus red of course. We know from Elish Norn's push for strength through manipulation that she was heavily favored to fill the seat left by Karn as ultimate leader. She secured this when she decimated the red and black Phyrexian forces, leaving the others with little choice but to accept her victory. Now, while the other Praetors, black, blue, and green, may have bent before Elish Norn, the red, Urabrask the Hidden, may not have. There could be a number of reasons why this card doesn't include red, the most obvious being it's a 4-color commander so it simply couldn't, but other lore reasons exist as well. Urabrask's alignment with red filled him with emotions of freedom and sympathy, so much so that he even spared mercy to the native Mirrans who were slowly being destroyed by the other Praetors. Now, Urabrask gave them sanctuary within the deep chasm of the Furnace Layer, sealing it off from the other Phyrexians. But don't go thinking he's a nice guy and all. He had sympathy for the Mirrans, yes, but only enough to not actively kill them like the others. His quote-unquote protection of them was more aligned with his detest for his fellow Praetors than anything else. Urabrask really hates the other Praetors. But of course, Elesh Norn's host was far superior, eventually overrunning Urabrask and laying waste to his domain, yet nothing is known about his ultimate fate. We can go off and speculate on whether or not Elesh Norn killed the Praetor, or, as his name suggests, he remained hidden from her wrath. So, why does Atraxa Praetor's voice include all the colors save for red? Well, it could be because Urabrask was killed and thus couldn't lend his power to whatever this thing is. Or, it's because he slipped through Elesh Norn's fingers and waits from the shadows for his chance at revenge. Whichever may be true, it spells huge lore significance for New Phyrexia. If Elesh Norn managed to merge the Praetors and killed Urabrask, that means the Phyrexians are now truly united under a single cause, thus making them more efficient and dangerous than the Multiverse, just as they've been in the past. If Urabrask lives, then there's a chance that New Phyrexia is still fractured, with the native Mirrans gaining a powerful new ally which could help them overthrow this new tyrannical Phyrexian. The fate of Urabrask could mean the fate of New Phyrexia and the Multiverse as a whole. Atraxa Praetor's voice is a creature with a mysterious origin and purpose, one which, in the future, will come to turn the lore of MTG in a whole new direction. If you're a fan of this new 4-color horror, go ahead and give this video a like, share it with friends, and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest MTG news and lore. Remember, this video was largely just theory, so by all means, continue the discussion in the comments below. As always guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.